Hey, this is Jack from Alphacharts with a stocks to watch video. Today is December 15th, 2024. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. And I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. Thank you all for watching the video. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also find me on X at Alphacharts365. This is where I post all kinds of information all week long. But I do run a subscriber educational group. Things that you get for subscribers as a subscriber is an in-depth watch list. I think I have like about 45 names on this week's watch list. A focus list video where it narrows it down to usually around 5 names or so of very actionable charts. Also, where I personally will enter and probably put a stop loss. So I annotate those charts. I post those for subscribers as well. I do a pick of the week, which is a shorter term type of trading technique. Also, a longer term weekly pick that uses the 50-day as a potential stop. So again, I give that all to subscribers as well as midweek videos. There's two of them, Tuesday and Thursday. Market notes on Sunday and Thursday as well. I can annotate charts, daily market scans. I do members only live streams. That's awesome too. One of my favorite parts of the week. And again, just so much more, posting for subscribers and doing so much more. But you get all that for $10. $10 a month. That's it. No contracts or anything like that. It's a month to month type of thing. If you're interested, click that subscribe button. I know that not everybody is on X, so if you're on YouTube, you're a YouTube watcher only, that's fine. I give all that same information on the video content side. To YouTube members. Click that join button right there. They also have a community that I post for my members, annotated charts on the weekend from the focus list. So I give you all that information already as well to the YouTube subscriber. So click the join button right there. And thank you to all the members that we have already. It's been awesome, and I hope you all are getting a lot of benefit from it. Come join us. Let's get into some charts. All right, so if I have a little bit more of a cautious stance in the market right now, just what I'm doing. Again, I went over my whole reasoning for members and what we're looking for. But just know I'm a little bit cautious in the market. But let's look at some names that are acting really well, and maybe we could find places into them. The first one, and then some of these are going to be extended. Sound. So SoundCloud is one that I like a lot. I do want to see this one pull back a little bit before entry. But again, looks really, really good. And hopefully this can break out of this general area and get into all-time highs. And I want to buy it as it's, pulling back potentially and then breaking out, maybe add to it. All right, so let's go to the daily. Yeah, so, do something inside this giant bar right here and then break out. So a little flag or something of that nature. That's what I'm looking for. SoundCloud. Next up, Palantir. This is a name that me and subscribers have been in, for a while actually, and it's doing very, very well. And I think it's just, this is the area, right? If it continues higher from here, so above the close, let's see, high was 76, so above 76.10, I think we could get involved in it there, and we just don't want to see it come back in, right? Don't let it make a bearish outside day. So we could use the 9-day EMA as the stop. And that's it. Let it keep trending. We don't know how long it'll go, but again, let it just kind of keep moving around. You see, 42.75 was when we first started to really look at this name. What else? Rocket Lab. The Rocket Lab is a good-looking name. Again, we've been in this before. This is actually one of the picks from my subscriber group. So this is exactly what a trade looks like. This is the trade that I talked about with them today on the focus list video. I want to see it move higher from here above 24.60, and I don't want to see it take out the 9-day EMA right around 23.50. 4.5% risk, and just trail your stop into all-time highs. That's what I'm looking for. And again, great example of what I share with subscribers and members, whether it's YouTube or or X. All right, Robinhood. Another nice looking name. I think if it could clear this trend line right here, we could be long this name. Again, we don't want to see it come back into the trend line, and the stop would probably be around that 38.90-ish area or so. There's Robinhood, and again, a great looking name. Upstart. This is one that the subscribers got involved with potentially last week. Again, these all potentially because everyone that trades their own accounts, and everyone nobody should be following me or anybody else, right? But this was the trade step I put in right around 78, with a stop around 74, about 5% risk, and some possible targets could be 155 and even higher. So, do we know if it's going to get up there? Listen, targets are just potential guesses. That's all targets are. I don't totally believe in targets, but we have to have a signposts sometimes. And listen, it's a great reward to risk potential in this Upstart name. Again, it's a little bit extended now. Might need to settle down, but I like it to move higher there. CRDO, I don't have a position in this one yet. But again, nice big gap, kind of did his thing, and now that would have been great on Friday, right? To get involved around the 71.20. Now I'm gonna watch it, let it settle down. Hopefully it comes back in a little bit. Moving averages can catch up a little bit more, and then we can get involved in this name again, or get it for the first time. So CRDO looks pretty good. Rubrik. Go to the weekly chart real fast. I'm watching this one very, very strong off of this initial IPO base, cup and handle style, and it's really gone up quite a bit from $40 to $75 to the high in really just 7 weeks. So very, very strong. I wouldn't mind seeing this one come in a little bit more and then retake the VWAP. That's what I look for. But again, I want to see these moving averages catch up a little bit more. But a great looking name, very, very strong in this market. ALAB, again, another name that me and subscribers have been part of. This was the most recent note, but we have other, we talked about back in 11.8 and 11.12, right? We talked about it here and here, and now we're talking about it again on 12.1 about 2 weeks ago. We got involved in it off of this flag. It keeps moving higher. Again, do I know if it's going to continue? It may be a little bit extended now. I'd like to see it maybe come back in. Maybe it closes that gap. What do I know, right? Maybe it closes that gap and then moves higher, right? So that is a possibility. Again, just trailing stops if you choose. I'd buy, the high, maybe 132.75-ish or so, and I would not want to see it come back in. You could also use a VWAP if you wanted to. If you throw a little VWAP on there, you say 130-ish. Yeah, that's a reasonable stop, right? So, very tight stop, but that's possible on the shorter term time frame to use that. ALAB, hopefully you guys are already in it. Also, what else do we have? Reddit, another one that we've talked about, me and subscribers, especially back in here. We've done it a couple times, but this was the most recent one. It's breaking out again. So again, above the high, above 174 or so, looks really good. We don't want to see it come back in. Again, you can use a VWAP on the day, to consider like 170-ish or so. So that's a very, very low reward to very, very low risk to the potential reward, which is all-time highs, right? So again, Reddit looks really good. And the last one is WGS, Gendex. I'm not in this one. I like it above maybe 77-ish. I think above 77, this one could really move. Again, a little bit of a lower float name, doesn't really trade as much volume as I personally like, but the setup is there above 77. I like it, and it should not, come back in below 77. You could even use, 74, 75, 50, 75, somewhere around there if you wanted to as a stop. Very low risk, high reward. That's what we do at Alphacharts, and if you want to consider Alphacharts 365, click that subscribe on YouTube, click that join button. Again, I give you a ton of information for only $10 a month. Totally worth it. Thank you all for watching this video. Have a great day. Hopefully these ideas help you make some money.